This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Excel 1970-73 Carryover League. Brought to you by the Shrimp Trawler YouTube channel.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to the 1970-73 Carryover League. We got a divisional series tonight in the American League North, one of the weaker divisions in baseball, between the Cleveland Indians and the Expos. And before we get into the games, I thought I might take just a quick overview of alignment in the Cleveland Indians and see how the theory plays into what Cleveland, the opportunity we have. We're going to take a broad look at the teams here, not really concerned with I'm going to go start in the National League. So in the National League, a long time ago when I did realignment, let's start out west. Remember the Cincinnati Reds and the Dodgers were in the west. Well, the Dodgers, Giants, Astros, and Padres remained, but the Reds migrated, bing, 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 up here into this National League Central, or North, whatever, with the Pirates, Cardinals, and Reds. And what this means is you have two heavyweights here, and the Cardinals and Cubs are going to struggle. Then you have another division here, all expansion teams, so it doesn't really matter. The expansion team wins this division. And then the American League, National League East, you have the Mets, Phillies, but the Braves also come from the West. So two teams from the West migrate, the Cincinnati Reds and the Braves joining the Florida Marlins. The Braves give the Mets some nice competition. Let's go over the American League now. This is pretty simple. California, Oakland, Seattle, Texas, that's conventional. And the remaining squads, here you see Kansas City, Minnesota from the old American League West with the White Sox. Brewers from the American League East, or presently from the National League, join them in what is like the small market division. Then I'm going to skip to the American League East, which is conventional, Baltimore, Boston, New York, and Toronto, which leads us tonight to this franchise, the Cleveland Indians. If you had to cherry pick a team with the easiest path to find success where success was not given, Cleveland and Detroit have an opportunity. They're put in a division with an expansion Ohio team, an Expo team who expanded in 1969 but didn't do anything for a decade. They're not in the American League East anymore, under the thumb of these guys, Detroit or Cleveland. Detroit finished .500 last year and went to the World Series. All Cleveland did last year was have the worst record in all of baseball. If Cleveland could just figure itself out, pull its head out of its you-know-what, and start winning baseball games, this team has a legitimate chance to make a run at this thing. But you got to play baseball, folks. So let's just go into our series between the Indians and the Expos. Indians were in first place to start this series off. Game 1 in Burlington, where the Expos play. Cleveland beats up on the rookie Steve Rogers 6-4. They get the road win. They bat around in the 4th inning to do it. We'll just move right along here. So what happens in game number 2? The Expos come right back and beat the Indians 9-4. Bill Stoneman beats Mike Kilkenny, a rather weak number 3 starter. Let's keep going. We're going to go through this kind of briskly here now. So game 3, the first game at Cleveland, it is Steve Hargan going 7 strong innings, beating Baylor Moore by a score of 3-2, with Steve Mangori getting a 2-inning save in the 9th inning. So it's now 2-1 Cleveland, and they'll have Gaylord Perry. Gaylord Perry, he of the 24 wins and a 192 ERA in 1972. Going in game 4 with a chance to go up 3-1. Let's see what happens. Let's see what Cleveland can do. Let's see how they can pounce on their weak opponent in game 4. Game 4, the Expos 15, Cleveland 9. This is called the Bobby Wine game. Bobby Wine, the shortstop for the Expos. 4 for 4. 2 homers, 7 RBI. That's right, folks. 4 for 4, 2 homer, 7 RBI. A grand slam was one of them, of course. Of course. It had to be. And Gaylord Perry got knocked out in the 5th inning. So much for Gaylord Perry. So again, you see Cleveland squandering another opportunity here. And it's 2-2. The 5th game is in Cleveland. They've already lost home field. But they rebound. And they suddenly beat up the Expos 14-1 as if it was easy. As if they could do that every time out. 14-1 destruction of the Expos. Dick Tidrow beats Bill Stoneman, the ace of the Expos. So the Indians are up 3-2, but the teams have alternating games. I have no clue where this series is headed. There's no momentum with these teams. It's just really tiresome to figure out this stuff. And in Game 6, I'm picking the Expos because of the back and forth as it's been. Because Cleveland will send, you'll see this, their number 3 starter, Mike Kilkenny, who is not very good, against the number 2 starter of the Expos, Steve Rogers, who is not very non-good, which is a double negative, which means he's very good. Let's get started from Expo Land, Game 6. Can they come back and win this thing in 6 or 7 games? Duke Sims leads off for Cleveland. 2-7 is a K. Ray Fosse, 4-10, center X. The Boots Day makes the catch. And Danny Walton playing against a righty because Rogers is better against lefties. 1-7 is double 1-12. That's a double. Frank Robinson, 39 is a walk. 2 on 2 outs for Tony Horton. Here's a who. 4-11 left X. Left fielder's Bob Bailey. 4-13. And Bob Bailey, oh no, it's a double ... and that's a 2-run double. Look, it's not as if it's really hard to do this to the Expos, to beat them, to get into the lead, etc., and so on. They're one of the worst teams in all of Strat-O-Matic. But don't worry, they'll probably come back, because Cleveland is Cleveland. Veda Pinson, 2-8, grounds the first. All right, so we go to the bottom of the first where the Indians are 27 outs away from winning this series, 4-2. Leading off, Boots Day, 68 is a walk. Beast Stealer, he'll hang it first for Ron Brand. 64, he doesn't have power, it's a single. Single ... Runners on the corners for Bob Bailey, 5-10's a K. Runners on the corners, Rusty Staub, 35 is a walk. Bases loaded, John Bateman playing back. 65 off of Kilkenny. Homer 1-3, fly ball. That's going to be a sac fly. First and second, 2 outs for Rich McKinney. 2-9, grounds to short. 2-1. Top of 2. Buddy Bell, 35, center. Larry Brown, 6'10", third X. This is Sid O'Brien, a 3E37. He makes the play. Eddie Leone, 1-6, grounds to short. Bottom of the 2nd inning. It is Ron Fairley. 67 off Kilkenny. It's ball 4. Sid O'Brien, 49, second C. Runner at second for Bobby Wine, 39. Flies to left. And with 2 outs, it's Boots Day. 65 off of Kilkenny. Double 1-3, single on dot. Runners on the corners for Ron Brand. 59, second X. This is our guy, Larry Brown's a 3E17 at second base, and he makes the play. It stays 2-1. Duke Sims, 43, left X. Bob Bailey is a 4E13 in left field, but he makes the catch there. Nice grab there, Bob. Ray Fosse, 46, double 1-3, base hit. Danny Walton, 1-9's a K. And Frank Robinson, 42, rolls the pitcher. Bottom of the 3rd, 2-1 game. Bob Bailey, 56, off Kilkenny's a walk. Rusty Staub, 57's a K. John Bateman, 311 skies. They're right in with 2 outs. It's Rich McKinney who rolls to the mound. Well, we're starting to get into a groove here. 2-1 in the first, and they settle down into the 4th inning here. Tony Horton, here's the who. 1-3 pops to second. Veda Pinson, 38 pops to second. And Buddy Bell, 1-8 grounds to short. The Indian bats are not helping their number 3 starter, Kilkenny, here. Ron Fairley, 1-6. Let's take a look at Ron Fairley's card. We haven't looked at one yet. Let's start here. 1973, Ron Fairley. 298, 17 home runs, 2 at first base. What we really like about this card are the walks on 3, 5, 6, and 7, both ways with this card. You don't see that with this type of card on both sides, but he has the walk on 3, 7 both times. Kind of like that. He has 86 walks in 499 plate appearances. 1-6 is a leadoff single. He is the tie run for Sid O'Brien. 69 is a single to center field. Fairley will hold. And it's Bobby Wine. 37. Let's take a look at Bobby Wine's card, since we talked about it earlier. So yeah, if you were wondering, he does not have power, as you can see. He cannot hit a homer against left-handed pitching, but he had 2 home runs and 7 RBIs in Game 4 off of Gaylord Perry, because he rolled a 2-2, and he hit the 2-3 in separate at-bats. This at-bat, 3-7, is double 1-4, single ... and the Expos tie the game. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Boots dead, you got to bring it up, he's an A-bunter. 5-10, catcher's card, and this is where the Expos take the lead. Oh, maybe not. Ray Fosse is a 1-7. It'll be tough to get the wild pitch on this one. They get a ground ball C with the infield up, so that will not score a run. It will put a guy at second and third with 1 out for Ron Brand, and they'll keep the infield up in a tie game. 2-10, third B, cuts him down at the plate. So now you got runners on the corners with 2 outs for Bob Bailey. 59, second X. This is Mr. Larry Brown, a 3-17, who makes the play, and Kilkenny gets out of the mess. So, after all that, we got a 2-2 tie. The Expos are about 5 batters ahead. Rogers, by the way, Rogers has not won yet this year, and he's a rookie, so he's looking to get that first W. Larry Brown, 4-10, center X. Boots Day's a 2-8. And Boots makes the catch. Eddie Leone, 34, short. And the Duke of Sims, 1-9 is a single. And with 2 outs, Ray Fosse, 4-4 is a double off the Rogers card. Sims will have to hold a third. Second and third, 2 outs for Danny Walton. Let's take a look at Danny. Nice card. He was acquired 1970. Played for Milwaukee, had 17 homers and 450 plate appearances, 257 batting average. Was acquired along with Frank Robinson in the big trade with the Orioles in the offseason. So we have second and third, 2 outs. Danny Walton, 67 off Steve Rogers, is a strikeout though. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Let's pause a moment for station identification.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
Okay. Rusty Stahl. 4-10. Center X. Off Kilkenny. This is Pinson, a 3-6 in center field. And that is your 3-base error on your center fielder. Not a good look. Infield will come up for John Bateman. 45, short X. This is Eddie Leone, a 3-48. And there's another error. And there is the Expos getting their first lead of the game. 3-2. Rich McKinney. 56 is a walk. Ron Fairley. 56 is second X. 3-17 at second base. And that's a 4-6-3 double play. Tough break there for the Pose. Have a runner at third, 2 outs, and a 3-2 game for Sid O'Brien. 46 guys the center. Well, Kilkenny only gives up 2 earned runs for 5 frames. I guess the Indians should be happy about that, as he has put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 men on. Probably should get him out of there and see if they can make a comeback. Into the 6th against Steve Rogers. And here is Frank Robinson. 1-7 for Frank is a K. Tony Horton, here's Ahu. 46, double 1 to 3 is a base hit. Tyron at first for Veda Pinson with a big error in the bottom of the last inning. But this time, 49's a K. That one 2 outs is Buddy Bell. 2-6, single 1 to 16. Gets it. 2 on. 2 out. Larry Brown. 47 off of Rogers. Single 1 to 10. Lines out on a 13. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Well, short lease for Kilkenny. Cleveland's got a pretty good bullpen. Bobby Wine leads off, 53. Flies it into right field. This is Frank Robinson. He's a 2E5 in right field. And he gives up a nice double. Oh boy. Maybe that's why Baltimore let him go. He was losing his range in the outfield. They let him go to Cleveland. He'll manage for the Indians one day. Right now, though, it's the top of the lineup for Kilkenny. Day is left-handed, and of course Rusty's left-handed. Probably won't go past them. Might not even make it to Rusty. So let's see. Boots Day. 64 off the Kilkenny card. Triple 1 to 10 double. That is a double I've seen enough. Yeah, I know it's only 4 to 2, but this guy's not very good. 5 innings and a couple batters is enough for Kilkenny. Cleveland's going to go to their bullpen. And it'll be Ray Lamb. Nice little pitcher here. 71 Ray Lamb at a 3.36 ERA. 158 innings, 6 and 12. But he's got a nice little card. Pitched in bad luck on a bad team. Which Cleveland might not necessarily not be a bad team. In the 6th, runner at second, nobody out. Ron Brand. Ron, 48, skies are right. Bob Bailey, 311, flies to right. 2 outs, Rusty Staub, 65, off of the Lamb card, double 1 to 6, is a 2 out, RBI single. It is now 5-2 Spose. Bateman, 44, third X, Buddy Bell's a 313. And he kicks that ball. Plenty of ball kicking going around in the Indians today. They've made 1, 2, 3 errors in the last couple innings. Rich McKinney, 66, off the Lamb card, is a single to center field. This could be stalled. 13, 14, 15. Pinson's got a -1 arm. He's going to run, and he scores. And John Bateman holds the second base. Just throw your hands up in the air. I mean, I don't know what to say about Cleveland anymore. Ron Fairley, 47's a K. And it could very well be that all 4 of these teams are like those expansion teams in the National League. One of these teams is going to win the division. Could be the Expos, could be the Tigers, could be the Ohio players. They're just... none of them are any good. If you want to consider the American League East to be the top of the East and the North to be the bottom part, and then you can consider the American League West to be the top of the West, with the American League Midwest being the bottom part, you can. In the National League East and the National League North, it's kind of tight. I don't know what, there's at least 4 good teams in those divisions. The Mets and the Braves are very good. And the Reds and Pirates, of course. And the Cardinals and Cubs aren't that bad. The National League is generally better, even with 4 expansion teams. They're still better than the American League. Okay, enough of that. Let's go to the 7th inning here. In a 6-2 game, the Expos, do they have any defense to bring in? They can bring in, oh yeah, they can bring Gary Sutherland in to play second base. Let's do that. Gary Sutherland will play some second base for you. He's a 2, which is very nice. Mac Jones can catch some fly balls. Let's put Mac Jones out in left field for Ron Brand. How about that? There we go. Help old Steve Rogers get win number 1 of his career. The 1973 rookie. 6-2 in the 7th. It's Eddie Leone. 47. Single 1 to 10. Lines out. Duke Sims, 58. Lines are short. And with 2 outs. Ray Fosse, 65. Skies to center field. Stretch time here in Expo Land, in the great New England area. We have been enjoying D.R. Hooker, 1972 New Haven, Connecticut band, The Truth LP. Let's crank this song back up. It's a good one. Here we go. Bottom of the 7th inning. For the Spos, leading 6-2. Ray Lamb in a second inning of relief against Sid O'Brien. 4-11, left X. This is Walton's a 4E12 in left field. That's a base hit. Bobby Wine, 38. He's giving up bunting, folks. He doesn't bunt anymore. I know he hits 220. He's an 8-bunter, but he's just stroking it too much this year. He's got 3 more hits today. First and second for Boots Day. 55 is a K. Mac Jones, 47 is a K. Now with 2 outs. Bob Bailey. 2-6. Let's take a look at Bob Bailey's card. What a monster card this is in 1970. 28 homers and 352 at-bats. Homer 108 fly ball. And he gets the 2, the 3-run bomb, and it's 9-2 Expos. Break up the Spos. They were just supposed to be the supporting actor in this storyline, but no more. They're going for the division title. 412 Skies in center. Let's turn it down a little bit there. Good stuff from D.R. Hooker, the great band from New Haven, Connecticut of 1972. Always trying to find some music regionally in the time frame when it can, if possible. This case in the psychedelic realm. Rogers is going to take a seat. He's going to relax. He knows he's getting that W, the long sought after W. And they're going to turn this thing over. You know what? They're going to turn it over to Mike Marshall. They're not going to play around. They're going to go right to the 2-inning, the rubber-armed closer. I want to say literally rubber-armed, but then it wouldn't be fair to say that. But I said it anyway. The undulating wrist pitching Mike Marshall, who could pitch 200 innings in relief 1 year. You get the idea. In the 8th inning, trying to protect a 9-2 win, here is Danny Walton leading off. 47, 1-15, a base hit. Frank Robinson, 68, skies are right. Tony Horton, 2-9, short. Short A, I should say. Double play, it's 9-2. This is where we are with Cleveland. Steve McGorry's going to come on in the 8th inning just to get some work in a 9-2 game. Man, if you're the Detroit Tigers and you're watching this, let's say this game's on TV one night on your day off, and you're going, my God, we're going back to the World Series. We were in the World Series last year against the Mets. And we're going right back because we play in this free pass division. Free parking. Do not pass go. Do not collect $1,000, whatever. All right. It'll be McGorry against John Bateman here in the 8th. 45. 101 single line out. Gary Sutherland, 64, short X. Leon's a 3, 48. Another Cleveland error. Wow. That would make the Expos the favorite to win Game 7, by the way. Ron Fairley. 67 is a K, and with 2 outs. O'Brien, 310, flies left. 9-2 in the 9th inning. Here we go. Veda Pinson, 311. Flies to right. Buddy Bell, 53, rolls to first. Larry Brown, 210 single. Eddie Leon, 312, hit by pitch. Okay, guys, let's get it over with. The Duke of Sims, 2-5. There's a K. All done in 6. Cleveland Expos, Cleveland Expos, Cleveland Expos, alternating 6 games. We will have a Game 7, and we will show you the results of that at the end of the video. But the Expos have won Game 6, 9-2, as predicted. Steve Rogers gets his first win. Congratulations to Steve. First Major League win in 1973. 2 hits, a walk, and a K for Marshall. And Steve Rogers giving up 7 hits and 2 runs in the first, and he settled down. A walk and 5 strikeouts. Mingori struck out a guy. Ray Lamb in 2 innings. He wasn't very good, was he? He gave up 2 hits, an unearned run, and a K in that inning. So Kilkenny takes the loss, 7 hits and 5 runs. 1, 2. Let's see how many of these runs were earned. 4 were earned. He walked 5, struck out 2. 1009, 0108. 91229, 91229, 91229. 2656, 5626. 6 games in the books in this series. What have I learned? That's a lot of baseball to play. That's what you got to go. You know, it's not the draft. This is the 2nd series in. We should have learned a lot about these squads. What do I know about the Indians? I know that their ace, Gaylord Perry, is overrated and hasn't done anything in the last 3 years of merit. His statistics are always good in Strat-O-Matic. His cards are not. Don't know how that plays out. If you want some context, he was a teammate of Juan Marichal with virtually the same ERA with the 69 Giant card. Marichal won 3 straight Cy Young Awards, and Gaylord Perry couldn't keep his ERA below 4.5, 5. It's the way the dice bounce, folks. I'm just no good with Gaylord Perry. I'm sure you all have pitchers that you like a whole lot who are disappointing you, and Gaylord Perry has been just terrible. So, we have 6 in the books. The Expos are now 4-6 on the year, hitting .257 with a .390 ERA. And actually, the 4 starting pitchers of the Expos each have a win, so good for them. Hitting-wise, nothing particularly stands out. Let's move on to Cleveland. The Indians are still 6-5. It's it's not that hard to, advance in this division. You just got to play good baseball. They're hitting .284 with a .481 ERA. Gaylord Perry's 23 innings pitched. He's given up 11 runs. Dick Tidrow's 3-0 though, in the 2 spot. Let's see, offensively, Ray Fosse, 18 for 55. That's nice. That's a good number. But anyway, year to date, folks, we played 124 baseball games, hitting .263 with a .380 ERA. We'll give you the results of Game 7 of this series at the end of the video. Thanks for checking this out. We'll see you next time. Well, folks, it is all over, and we had the alternating current series. Neither team won 2 in a row. Cleveland wins all the odd-numbered games, 1, 3, 5, and 7. The Expos win all the even-numbered games, 2, 4, and 6. But the way baseball works is 7's an odd number, so you want to get the 4 odd-number wins. Cleveland, final score 7-2. And yes, Gaylord Perry did get a win. Let 12 guys get on base, but got the win. Ranko had a bad 6th inning. That was about the story of the game. Again, shoddy defense. And yeah, it's a game. And the game's over. And the series is over. Congratulations, Cleveland, for not embarrassingly losing to the Expos. They win the series 4-3. Thanks for checking it out. We'll see you next time.